She was TV's youngest talk show host.
I was 23 when I did the pilot. I literally would pretend to be Oprah. I would hold the mic and I would think, what would Oprah say? What would Oprah ask?
And she did more than just captivate an audience. America trusted Ricki Lake for 11 successful years.
My show had a purpose, and we did great things for teenage pregnancy and for drug addiction, and a lot of things I'm very, very proud of. It became a phenomenon.
That was then. This is now. The voice of a generation is back.
Thank you, everybody! You make me happy to be back.
When it comes to what's new and hot.
Started right here.
No one's more relevant for today's audience than Ricki.
Ricki Lake is just someone that we can all relate to.
In the 90s, Ricki Lake was like the Gen X version of Oprah.
I watched her through all of her years of talk shows.
We've missed your face on our television sets, Ricki.
I watched her then, and I can't wait to see her now.
Forget Katie Couric. Ricki Lake is coming back.
She has such this huge, energetic personality.
She may have stepped away from the mic, but her popularity is still off the charts.
The fabulous Ricki Lake.
Ricki Lake.
Good morning.
For old buddy Ricki Lake.
Her new documentary is called The Business of Being Born. Please welcome Ricki Lake.
And the timing is perfect for Ricki's return.
I've changed a lot since I was doing my old show. Gone through divorce and reinventing myself and losing a ton of weight. Just as I've evolved and grown a lot, I think the show is going to follow that. I can't think of a better time to be doing this.
And Ricki's coming back to the format she knows best, the Broad Topic Talk Show.
I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a decorator. I'm not Martha Stewart. I'm not the one with all the answers. But I'm going to provide a platform and invite people on my show that have answers in their own area, and we can all learn from each other. My show is what old Oprah was. That girl next door trying to better herself. We're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be takeaway.
Ricki is real, authentic, and viewers can't get enough.
I'm that mother. I'm that every woman. My goal is to be like, okay, I'm in it with you. I'm trying to figure out how to raise a 14-year-old and deal with a blended family and finding love again and loving my body, even though I'm 15 pounds heavier than I want to be.
And Ricki knows what viewers want because she's asked them herself.
What kind of show would you be looking for?
Something that is geared towards women of our age.
The wives, husbands, and children of the 2.2 million soldiers overseas face lonely struggles. It was really interesting to hear their stories about how they make do with their wives having to be on leave a year at a time.
We do what we do. When my wife goes away, I raise my kids.
I can't imagine what you guys do and what your wife is doing and the sacrifices she's making. Joining us now is Tracy McMillan. You wrote a book called Why You're Not Married. It really raises the question, does one need to be married? It was very provocative. It was the most controversial.
It went crazy.
Tell everybody, what are we doing wrong?
Number one, you're shallow. Not you.
Not me.
Not you.
I'm not shallow.
That's right. Me
How do
neither.
I look? What would you like to see?
Something that I can bring back with my kids.
Health, fitness,
Kids, jobs,
Family-oriented things.
how to keep our children safe.
Would you put spyware on your kids' computers to check their texts or Facebook accounts? What do you think, gang?
I believe in monitoring.
You see everything.
Everything. But I let my kids know, you never know when I'm gonna look.
We loaded on spyware.
Madeline will never trust him again.
I had suspicions that they were doing that.
She doesn't understand.
My job as a parent, it's not to be her best friend.
Do you understand that we are concerned, that we are all worried about you, and this is about your safety? We also did a show with this amazing writer named Matt Loughlin. He wrote this book, 2 Kisses for Maddie. His wife died 27 hours after she gave birth to their first child. It's unfathomable for all of us to think what that must have been like for you, grieving for your best friend, having to raise a baby on your own.
This was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And anytime I have to think about that, it brings me right back to that moment.
I'm hoping just to be by your
Such a heart-wrenching and inspiring story. Would you like an opportunity to meet Maddie? Hi,
And Ricki is doing it all in an environment that attracts blue-chip advertisers. Plus, she's building one-on-one relationships with fans.
I'm a Twitter-holic.
And the buzz is already building via social media.
This is the wave of the future, and so we are well on our way with connecting to fans, incorporating Twitter and Facebook. I feel very strongly by the time we go on the air, we will have this community that have been informed about where I am in my life, why I'm ready to do this now, and they are going to be raring to see the show.
She's an experienced host with an established fan base.
Because I have a track record, because I have a history, there's like a trust factor with my audience.
A branded talent with a personal connection to her audience.
We love you, and we will be there with you every step of the way, watching all the time.
Absolutely.
And she's got the broad appeal talk show that viewers are looking for.
I can't wait to give you the show that you want.
2012 is definitely Ricki's year.
The show is going to reflect who I am and where I am in my life. I'm better now than I was back then.
It's definitely Ricki's time.
I'm really, really excited to start this new journey and to show people what I'm all about.
And the audience can't wait to see Ricki.
I'm coming back to daytime TV.
The Ricki Lake Show, coming 2012 from 20th Television.
It's all about changing it up and putting myself out there in a way people haven't seen before. So I'm just thrilled to be given another chance.